Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Another edition of the Detour podcast. We're here to review Stage 2, Tour de France Femmes, and it was a bit of carnage out there, Johnny. Crashes, crosswinds.
Yes. Well, I've only just been catching up with it because I had to get up at 3 o'clock this morning to drive to the airport to fly to Sydney because I'm in Wollongong, and I am at the beautiful Sage Hotel in Wollongong, which will be the centrepiece for the World Championships the whole week. It's in the best spot, 200 metres off the course, right next to the media centre. And that's where we're going to be doing the podcast. The Detour podcasts are going to be from this beautiful Sage Hotel. They're that efficient. So that guy running around behind putting up that's Mark Upton, who's the manager here. And he's running around putting up some of these wonderful, because we're having an art exhibition as well. So that's one of them in my over my shoulder, another one on Cadell there. And we're going to be doing the Detour podcast every day from here. There's a wonderful bar down below, so we're going to invite all our Detour family to come and join us during the Worlds. And the bars down there, I'll even shout your drink here and there. You might have to buy me one too. But it's going to be an amazing week. We had lunch with the guys who are really the main people here at the council here at Wollongong. The two Marks and Jeremy. They took me out to lunch. Fantastic. And I drove around the course with Joshy Kirsten, who's one of our great bike riders, one of the best kilometre riders from a few years ago. And there you'll see, this is the hill.
Yeah.
And well, I think it is. Look, I thought the course at Geelong was great because I designed it, but this is even tougher than the Shallambra Crescent climb, and they do it 12 times. So everyone who said this course, might suit sprinters, Caleb might get around it. I don't believe Caleb can get around this. This is seriously, seriously hard, and they're going to do it 12 times. They climb this, and it's a wonderful course, and they fly down the other side and all through the streets. There's nowhere to really get back. And then they're climbing it again. So they start at Helensburgh. They do a longer, 40 or 50K to the circuit. They do a big loop, which has got a longer hill than this. I didn't go up that today. And then 12 laps of this. So you can see it's quite steep. This doesn't really do it justice. And then it kicks again in the second. The Europe truck in front wouldn't get out of the way, but it's a seriously, seriously tough climb, and to do that 12 times, this is a world championship to remember. Worth coming from anywhere in the world to watch this world title.
All right, why don't we talk a bit more about the Worlds at the end? I asked you about Marianne Vos.
Put it up.
Yeah, I get you're in Wollongong, but let's talk about what happened in the Tour de France Femmes, and we'll talk about that after the break. Because, as we said, she's claimed that this is her greatest ever victory. Talking about 240 victories, gold medals, world championships. This is at the top of the pile because obviously she won the stage, but she's in yellow.
She is. And it's funny what she's wearing, Jumbo Visma. She is the female Wout van Aert.
Mm.
That's what she is. And she could win this bike race. I mean, some say that the big climbs at the end might be a bit hard for her with Van Vleuten, but she took them all on today, and they all missed the boat. I mean, a lot of serious crashes. I've just been looking at the highlights because, as I say, I had to get up so early. 3 o'clock. I missed it last night, but I've been watching it, the wonderful SBS replay, and it was a brilliant bike race. Action all the way, crosswinds, splitting, but terrible crashes. Nicole Frayne, I think you might have some shots of that. The most ugly crash, and she just crashed earlier, and she chased so well to get back on, and as she was getting on, the next crash happened, and she didn't see it in time. And you've got to look at the vision. How she got up again on that.
I don't have the vision at the moment. I couldn't get the clip that had just like the highlights of it. That we wouldn't get kicked off because we've had issues where I've grabbed clips of race vision before, but
never.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I do have a bootleg one where someone's filming off TV. I could probably show bits of that.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, jumping on and googling highlights. You can just go.
Here you go.
Yeah, there it
you
is. Yeah, watch it's coming up. So they all start going down.
Yeah, phone on silent, Johnny. And then this is the part. This is the part.
There it jumps. Oh yeah.
So then you see it from the reverse angle, and this is Frayne coming in. There's obviously a crash. They hold up.
She looked at last minute. She goes, "Whoa, maybe I can get through," and she didn't get through. Wow, down she went. Yeah. Went everywhere. Yeah.
So yeah, that takes Cavalli out of the tour, and she was obviously one of the ones I was talking about could win it.
Oh, Spready, lost miles of time as well. She crashed yesterday, but lost a lot more time today. And Annulo, she went down and she stopped to help her teammate to try and get her back. Just terrible stuff. And a lot of riders got caught up in it. Annemiek van Vleuten is a red hot favourite for the event, but she's now giving away another minute. So,
hard to peg her back.
Well, there's minutes to come. She can peg her back if she's on fire. But, a wonderful finish too. And I'm just saying that Marianne Vos claims it was her greatest victories. Well, that's a big thing to say. She's had some amazing victories. It just shows you how important that Tour de France label is to everyone in the world. And it means so much to the ladies. Yeah.
I've got a couple of comments. Carolyn Harbeck says, "G'day." Colin Morley says, "Can the World's course be compared at all to the Nationals course?"
I think it's harder. Yeah, the hill's not as long and whatever, but I think it's harder. It's a beautiful course. It's actually probably fair because it's steeper, not quite as long, and riders will be able to come. But it's serious. And you've got to remember, they've already had a big circuit with a longer climb before they get to this. So, this is a weapon art. We need him to puncture so Michael Matthews can win.
Ian Thomas says, "No, Iffy Wout is the male Marianne Vos." What Marianne's won, so that's a fair call. Stuart McIntosh says, "That stage of the tour was brutal. Could hardly look at some of the crashes. How are Spratt and Frayne? Do you have any updates on the condition?"
I haven't, but we'll find it out for tomorrow night. Gang, sorry about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts says, "Awesome job over the last 3 weeks, guys. Love listening while on the train outside on my bike. Brilliant interviews, Dan. Look forward to meeting you both in Wollongong in September." And then Gavin B.
Hotel.
That's it. Gavin B, that rear view gives a lot more context. Initially, people were pretty harsh calling for Frayne's DQ. Clear to see she did not see the crash in front.
Why would anyone be asking for her DQ? That got me.
I think the FDJ managers were pretty upset about it all, and then they looked at one version of the vision, and then they were saying, "Well, she didn't stop. That was reckless or whatever. Like she didn't slow down," and then they were talking about it at the finish. So I think that's what caused the angst. So, all right, well, let's have a look at Marianne Vos after the finish. Obviously ecstatic to be in the yellow jersey.
Marianne, we are used to see a Jumbo Visma in the yellow jersey, but for you, it's the first time. What does it mean?
Yeah, well, I think tonight I'll just hang it in my room and then I'll look at it again, and maybe then it sinks in that tomorrow I will start in the yellow. It's of course it's something you can't really, of course, it will be special, but we didn't really think about it. We wanted to do our best and see how far we could get, and now riding tomorrow in yellow will be special.
I think this jersey was the last thing missing in your palmarès. Does it take off a bit of pressure for the next days?
Of course, it's really nice to take the victory and to take the stage, and then of course then that's a big, it's the biggest pressure is off, and it's just now, of course, from now on, tomorrow we will try and enjoy and give our best again. But this is of course already a very big thing.
Tonight, a bit of champagne, or is it too early in the race?
No. Yeah, I don't think alcohol will work after such hard states. But we will celebrate for sure a little bit.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic stuff there. We're going to take a quick break. There's plenty more to unpack, and Simon Yates had a victory overnight or yesterday.
First and second. John Smith got the second one, the kick behind us too. So great for Bike Exchange Jayco. They really they're on top of the world at the moment. They've had a great Tour de France, and it's just a shame that so many of the ladies crashed. I think Ruby Rose McGannon's the only one who didn't get into any trouble in that state, and she got caught up in crash, but she missed most of the carnage.
Yep. All right, take a quick drinks break. We'll be back for more Detour. Stay tuned.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Thanks again, everyone at Bike Exchange. If you need a road bike, mountain bike, any bike accessories, iffy, you know where to go, bikeexchange.com or .com.au.
No matter wherever you are in the world, just click that Bike Exchange website, and whatever bike or helmet or any part you need, whether it's just a tyre or a tube, they'll give you the best deal closest to you. So it's a wonderful website.
Now, looking at the stage, I think I've got the right one here. Stage 3. Reims to Epinay, 133.6.
It's funny how we're in the heart of Champagne there, of course. They call it Rance for some reason. The way they pronounce it is Rance. So it sounds like an N. Anyway, to Epinay, which is the heart. It's where Epinay is where the beautiful catacombs of Moët Chandon are. There, just amazing. One of my favourite little. I got stuck in there for a day. I couldn't get out. I couldn't find my way out of the catacomb. But anyway, that's not the story. But yes, heart of Champagne, and it's going to be like today, I would think, or like yesterday. You know, Cat 4s, Cat 3s. This is no easy stage, and yeah.
What's the B stand for on the map? You know, they've got a yellow B. It's the top of the climb, but I've never seen that before.
Well, yeah. I can't answer that either. I don't know well, it's a strange one, isn't it? Mount Bernard.
Will Wizard's watching, so if he could let us know, that'd be great. Yeah. So, what are you predicting on the stage, Johnny?
Look, I'd like to see Ruby shine. I think it's a Marianne Vos, really. Anna Van der Brugge will be, and Amiek Van Vleuten will really be out to do something. But I don't think she's going well enough to actually drop Marianne Vos. So I would pick Vossi to win again with 2 in a row.
Now, talking about the victory for Yates yesterday, one interesting question would be how many points do those little one-day races carry? Because obviously
Yeah,
things are
yeah,
going to dial up with Lotto, Israel, and Bike Exchange Jayco for the relegation points. But
yep.
these little one-day victories would ease the squeeze a bit, iffy.
Yes, well, they're not. They realise what's going on. So while they were away chasing Grand Tours earlier, some of the other teams were going to their smaller events and getting their points. So they realised that's a challenge. And so Whitey's changed the program to make sure and that was one of them. They just got first and second in that one. They're looking very good. I don't think it's really a big issue for Bike Exchange with the program they've got and how they're going. They've moved clear of the others, and I think they're going to be fine.
Will Wizard says time bonus for that sprint. That's what it is.
Of course, B for bonus.
Gee, B was sent one of those bonification points. Yeah. And then Carolyn Harbeck says stages 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 all have a B. So
should have read the book.
Yep.
Yeah. We should do a little bit of. I'm under the pump today. I had to come down and have this meeting because I'm really excited about what's going to be going on at these Worlds. So part of we're going to be doing the Detour podcast every day from the Sage Hotel. We might even move it to a couple of other special places during the week as well. But this will be our headquarters, and we've got our own little section of the bar, the Detour Iffy's bar, we'll call it, or Dan's card. But also, we've got some wonderful. So if anyone wants to look up Miguel Soro, the Spanish artist, it's just amazing. So we're having an art exhibition here during the Worlds, and just to give you an idea, he's got some wonderful stuff. But just behind me, there's 2 classics. Now that is
Cookie.
A classic of Cookie and Robbie fighting it out in the Champs-Élysées for the green jersey. But it's not just a paint; it's a painting of that iconic photo. But there's all other little myriads of wonderful superstars mixed in. And the other one on that side is Cadell in the World's jersey, and it's just absolutely brilliant. But they're just copies that we've got here. The actual artwork is about 1.5 meters high by 1 meter wide on timber. They're not on canvas, and they are absolutely stunning. So there's going to be 28 of those original art pieces. So there's wonderful works of paintings of Eddie Merckx and Fausto Coppi and Bartali and Hino, Greg LeMond, plus Stewie and Robbie McEwen. And he's just recently done Jai winning the Giro. He's already working right now, and it'll be here, of one of Michael Matthews winning that wonderful stage just a week ago in the Tour de France. Wonderful shots, wonderful stuff. So of Dylan Groenewegen on the stage that he won. So got some wonderful stuff coming through.
Okay, we've got update. Yates 250 points, Tour stage winner 120 points. That's the difference with what he won. So, yeah. And then
bullshit. That is bullshit.
Well,
that is ridiculous.
But then Annette said 120 for first, 80 for second. But
we like to have a bit of debate.
Yeah. So interesting. Well, just on the World's course, given that it is so hard, I think they're going to have to make a call. I think based on what you said, they're better off if they probably go in with more the guys that can get over those climbs. Schultz.
Caleb, no matter whether I think it might be too hard for him or not, Caleb deserves to be in the team. And Caleb, in his best form, I saw him nearly win the Australian title around Buninyong. He should have won it, actually. He got a little bit overconfident, I thought, last lap. But he was right there, ran second when Heinrich Hassler beat him. So Caleb in best form, we're not keeping you up, are we, mate?
Oh, sorry, mate.
Caleb in best form could go close. And being he's a barrel boy, it's just, 50K away. I mean, this is his home race. So there's no way he won't be here. and he will be in the best possible form he can be. But I just drove up that today. I just felt, I remember when the Worlds were in Geelong, I picked up the English, helped get some transport. I picked the English guys up from the airport, and Cav jumped in the back of the car that I was driving, and he was yabbering with his mates at the back, and he said, I hear that some people say this is too hard for me, this course. He said, you designed it? I said, yeah. He said, what do you think? I said, oh, you put me on the spot there. He said, hey, come on. I said, well, I think it is too hard for you. He said, I want Milan San Remo. I said, yeah, mate, but you've got to climb this bloody hill 14 times. Anyway, you asked me. So the next day, evidently, they were supposed to arrive where the course is. No, let's go and get over the jet lag. They were training somewhere else, and then he went up it, and Shane Supp was waiting at the top, and he wrote, Shane, he just shook his head because he knew it was just a bit too hard for him. And I think similar to this one.
I think if you're going to select a team, yes, on paper and your heart says put Caleb in. But I think if you're just purely going on form, results, and the makeup of the team, I think you're going to have to make a hard call. I think you're going to have to go Schultz, Bling, these type of riders. Like
Bling.
I
Seriously.
think you have to go all chips in, because what happens with the...
It doesn't matter. We've got enough. You still put Caleb in.
Mm.
You just say, mate, get there. If it ends up being not as hard as being, you just look after yourself. You don't have to have anyone looking after him. He just stays there. If it comes back together and he's there, then he can win. I'll tell you, the finish is right up his alley. Perfect finish for him.
Yeah.
So you just do it. That's how, he deserves to be picked.
I think it's going to be interesting. I
believe you pick a team. You name the two guys, but not just those two. Jai Hindley will be in there as well. And
that's right.
And that's the team you pick. You pick those guys and you work out a strategy for them. But Caleb gets it right.
Yep. We've got the Commonwealth Games starting. When's that starting? This weekend or next weekend?
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting as well.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah.
Really keen for that one, and so is Caleb. So
yeah. No, that'll be interesting, because obviously Cab will be riding for Isle of Man.
He will.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's funny how that all works. I mean, you forget about that with Commonwealth Games. I remember, a long while since I was 20, so that's a couple of years ago. I'm 73 now, so we'll work that out. But it was interesting because you got all of these countries, African countries, and Ghana and Trinidad and Tobago and all that. And a lot of them back in those days, they didn't have big road squads, and you get a lot of different variations of abilities. The one I rode was a really tough course around in Edinburgh, around other seat, and it split apart on the first lap. The bike riders all over the place. We were lapping bike riders after the second lap.
Yeah.
Now, I'll just give you a quick look here. So this is where we're going to have the art exhibitions up the top here. This beautiful area behind us. And it's also going to be, we'll go over to the edge. We look down there. Can you see down there? That's the restaurant down there. So we're right through there as well. And then the entrance to the hotel. We're going to pass the beautiful paintings. That's the copies. And there's the entrance to the hotel. And across the road is the media centre. So that's Wynn Stadium, where the rugby league team plays out of. That's right there. And the race is 200 metres away. The start-finish line is only about 400 metres away. So it's a great spot. Absolutely sensational spot. So, it's going to be something pretty special.
Looking forward to it. All right, well, your tip, Marianne Vos, I'll go Annemiek van Vleuten. Go head-to-head for stage 3. And
the great of Balsamo was leading out Longo Borghini in the finish there yesterday. So she, the world champion, sort of tried to lead out her teammate. And Longo Borghini was looking very strong as well. So she'll be in the mix with them as well.
All right. We'll be unpacking all the action from stage 3 tomorrow. Now, we'll have to go back to the 8 a.m. here, Iffy. We'll have to go at 4
o'clock.
p.m.
Yeah, that's fine. 4 o'clock, fine for me. I'll be back in Melbourne, going to a Cycling Australia function at Ivanhoe, which will be a very nice evening. So, yeah. But,
Right.
yep, 4 p.m., all right to go. So you take off.
Take off at 3 o'clock, but just got a text saying Charles de Gaulle Airport's just a cluster. So allow 4 hours. So that's going to be awesome fun. All right, guys. Thanks for all the support. YouTube.com/Detour Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow for a recap of stage 3. Cheers, guys.
Live from the Sage Hotel in Wollongong.
That's it. Thanks. See you tomorrow.
This is the winning